Okay, I'm a little worn out. My hair is a big old mess, but that's okay. I'm at my next campsite, and I'm getting ready to set up. It's beautiful here. I got shade. I got shade. And on the 97-degree days, it really does matter. Yeah, the lip stain doesn't come off all the same place at the same time. So I'm a little bit closer to my destination. Not too much because I don't want to drive for hours and hours and get stuck setting up camp in the middle of the night. I only got 2 camp neighbors around here, and they're in the sun, so they're halfway down through the campground, so I ain't got to worry about that. And yes, I am, in case you were wondering, really am. Oh, sorry, still trying to catch my breath right now. Can't seem to catch my breath. I'm not. I've always thought myself as not really political, but I'm wrong. I was part of Occupy Wall Street, Occupy Buffalo. I've done a lot of things in politics. I've done speeches. Even my kids have. So, yeah, I'm a little surprised at myself. I totally forgot I was a political person. That's how long I've been doing things for everybody else. And I don't mind. Don't get me wrong. I'm not upset that I've done things for other people and forgot to put myself, forward. But that's going to change. I'm on my way to see one of my sons and his fiance. Beautiful young lady. I love her to death. So yeah. And I should get there 2 days after my youngest son's birthday. But I already bought his presents and gave them to him, so that way he had them before I left the state. I just wanted to remind you today that somebody loves you. I mean, it may not be me, because I don't know you. I mean, I love you I love people as a whole. Some persons I'm not so fond of, especially in the last 2 weeks. And I'm really trying not to cry. I've done enough of that. And my eyes are so red and it feels like I want to cry again. Good. Without my glasses, I can't really see what I look like on camera, so that's better. Try to be nice to other people, especially when you preach that you are kind, inclusive, and yet you throw hate towards anybody different than you, or you throw bullets at people for speaking their mind. There's a reason that the right isn't retaliating with riots, with hate-filled words. I mean, some are. I'm not gonna lie. There's some not nice people out there. But the reason I'm not is because I don't want to destroy my country to get back at something that wasn't done personally to me, but does affect me. Now, you come after me or my kids, that's a whole different story. There's a reason that I believe in the Second Amendment. But we don't react to violence with just violence. We react with calmness, calculation, and planning. Keep it as you will. And for those of you who are crying about losing your jobs because of something you posted on social media, first of all, there's a morals clause in most contracts. If you have an actual contract job, like with a corporation. And if it's a small business, they can fire you just for, saying something bad about anybody in their family, okay? These are And you cannot say your free speech is being hindered. Because number one, you still got to say it. It's still posted. And you weren't arrested. If your free speech was being hindered, you'd be arrested. You weren't arrested. Do you know what you were? You were given the consequences for your actions. I know, it's scary when I've had consequences for my actions given to me. I spent time in jail. I didn't cry about it. I didn't whine about it. I didn't try the soft sit routine. I admitted what I had done. I served my time. And I repaired myself. Now it's your turn. Accept the consequences for your actions. Figure out where you went wrong. And fix it. Because if you don't, you're going to continue to receive consequences for what you've done and what you're doing. And if you want to come after me because I share my beliefs, okay. I'll accept those consequences, good or bad. But you need to do the same. Grow up. You're not little children doing this online. You're not cyberbullying anyone. You are actually causing a terroristic threat to people. And that is something you don't want to do. Look around the world, not our country, the world. They're celebrating Charlie. They're celebrating what he stood for. A country that we left, well, not me, my family's new, but the country that the U.S. came from. Well, guess what? They're looking at what their country's done, and they're trying to fix it themselves. So, if you see a big problem, try to fix it. Don't try to kill it. All you're doing is destroying your own world, your own lives. Be better. Don't educate yourself on YouTube unless you're watching an entire speech. Not pieces, not just what somebody else said, somebody said. I, personally, if I met Trump in person, I would respect him. I don't always like him. In fact, most of the time I don't like him, but I respect him because he does, or at least he attempts to do what he says he's going to do. Does that mean I'm in love with Trump? No. But I like him a heck of a lot more than I like Biden or Kamala. Because at least he stands behind what he says. He doesn't change it up nonstop. If you don't believe me, go look at Biden, back in the 80s and 90s and what he was saying. Kamala too. And Obama. Go look at what they said historically. The entire speeches. And the fact that we're doing some of the things that they said back then. And now they say that's evil and horrible. Maybe that's their conscience saying, yeah, we shouldn't have said that in the past. Okay, I can get behind that. But why would they say, oh, well, I've never done that. I've never said that. There's proof. There are so many videos out there, and the ones that have been taken away, go to the Wayback Machine. A lot of them are still there. Or find somebody who has an entire speech on their pages. On Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, anywhere. Even on their own websites. Take a look at who you're defending, who you're supporting, and learn from your mistakes and theirs. I'm not going to say you're all completely wrong. I mean, there's a lot of leftist ideals that I could get behind, but hate is not one of them. Silencing everybody that doesn't agree with me isn't one of them, because those are both fascist ideals. That's the same thing that the Big H guy did. And do you really want to be on that side of the history? All right. Remember, somebody loves you. Don't let them down.